friends, welcome back to our One Book, One Town book club. This week we're going to talk about chapters 17 through 27 of Here in the Real World. Now our main characters, Ware and Jolene, are still negotiating who can use the church lot. She wants the garden, he wants the church. Now, when we remember from last time, Ware says, I will bring something that will help you. And that thing was a garden hose. Now, Jolene hooks her hose to his hose, and then it reaches all the way to her garden. So, by cooperation, Ware sees that they're working together. Now, Ware tells Jolene, I don't want to have boundaries. I want to be able to walk over to your garden, and I want you to come over to mine. But Jolene's not having any of it. She goes and takes care of her garden, uses the hose. Now Ware says, okay, it's my turn. She goes, okay, just a second. Goes and hooks her hose and says, there you go. And he says, wait, that's not fair. Now, Jolene's reaction to Ware telling her that it's not fair is kind of comical. She says, what? Are we a magical fairness land? Oh no, we're not. We're just here in the real world. So, as you can tell, Jolene and Ware come from very different lives. Jolene has been brought up in a different way, as you'll find out later in the book. And she has realized very early on that life isn't always fair. So, who do you think's right in this situation? Is it Ware or is it Jolene? Why are they right? In chapter 19, we're introduced to a new person. They can hear that someone is on the lot, and they turn around and they see a girl that's older than them taking pictures of the church parking lot, of all the things. And Jolene sees her and has a fit. She says, what are you doing on our lot? Well, that just throws Ware to death that Jolene said that. What is it in that sentence that Jolene said that made Ware so happy? Now, I'm not going to tell you what this girl tells Ware and Jolene that the problem is, but there's a big problem with the church parking lot and the whole lot where the church is at. Now, I want you to read and discover what that problem is. The girl tells Ware and Jolene that what's going to happen is there's going to be an auction because the bank is really who owns the lot. And they're going to have bidders, and the person who buys the lot will then be the owner. Well, Jolene and Ware are just really upset by this news. What things could be done to maybe help the problem? I want you to read ahead. You have to figure out what the problem is. How's one way you could fix this problem? Okay? Just think about that. So Ware goes home at the end of this very busy day, and he has an opportunity to talk to his dad. And he tells his dad about the birds, there's a clue, and tells him about the church being wrecked. Ware is sure that his dad will wonder how he knows all of this, since he's really supposed to be at wreck every day. But after Ware tells him everything, his dad says nothing. Ware notices that his dad has fallen asleep and hasn't heard anything he has said. How did Ware react when he realized his dad wasn't listening to him? How would you react? So those are questions I want you to think about. if you haven't read the chapters, or to go back and maybe reread like I've done. And I've thought about a lot of things in this book. I've read it several times now. So next week we will, or in 2 weeks, we will go and cover chapters 28 through 38 and then talk about it together. See you next time.